As you know, we're just one day away from the start of Artscape. The city is expecting to have hundreds of thousands of people here in Baltimore. And for the first time in its more than 40 years, Artscape is making some major changes while staying committed to the arts, of course. Joining me live here in the studio is Baltimore City Mayor Brandon Scott. Thank you for coming in so much,
Thank you,
Mayor Scott.
Me. Thank you.
So let's talk about the change in location. For a long time, Mount Royal area, of course, is what we knew for Artscape. And now we're featuring downtown. Why the change?
Listen, a few reasons. One, we know that over the last 25 Artscapes, during the date and time that we normally have it, only 5 of them have not had extreme heat or extreme weather. We have to consider that and understanding that this is supposed to be about art and artists and having them have the opportunity to sell their art. You can't do that when it's extremely hot and when it's thunderstorm. Period.
Right.
But also when you think about the changes that have happened in Mount Vernon, the things that happen at UB, now with the Lyric and BSO having more events, you have to coordinate those schedules, and extremely hard to do that, right? But unanimously, the city said Artscape should not be on the hottest day of the year anymore. So we're moving it to Memorial Day to start our festival season, but moving it downtown as a part of our Downtown Rise initiative to bring life into downtown, much like it did for Mount Vernon all those many years ago. For those of us who've been around a while, we remember before what Mount Vernon was like. That is why we're moving it, and also to be about the artists. Artscape is back to being about the artists themselves.
So many people have commented on how happy they are about the change in the date. So many people are like, yes, it's going to be so comfortable this weekend, and they're really excited about that.
It's the best weather we've had in Artscape probably ever.
Yeah, that's great. What do people need to know about the parking? A lot of people ask about that.
This is another great thing about moving it downtown. Everybody knows how hard it is to park in Mount Vernon on a normal day, and Artscape made it even worse. But when you have the garages that we have the Bunting Mercy Garage, you have the city garages downtown, it's right on. You can get off the subway and be on the footprint within 4 or 5 minutes. Obviously, we have the bus system through MTA, but also the circulator, right? You can catch the light rail even and walk over. There's much more parking available and public transportation, and the footprint itself is more accessible, more walkable, more ADA compliant, and we want this to be for everybody, families, everybody, no matter where they're coming from.
Give me some of the highlights.
There are no lowlights. There are only highlights here. When you think about, we had the VIP entrance into Scout, the art fair yesterday. It is so phenomenal. Tommy and the team did a great job of showcasing some of the best art from here and beyond for sale, and it's inside, so these artists don't have to worry about it being ruined. When you look at the footprint itself and the murals that are there, but when you think about the difference, right? Obviously, we're going to have some of the best musical artists that are going to be here with Fantasia, Little Brother, which is one of my favorite rap groups, but it's even beyond that. When you think about the conversations that are going to be happening at Center Stage, when you think about Food Lab, when you think about being able to see documentaries and film, this is encompassing all different types of art, and that's what Artscape is supposed to be about.
Right, it really seems to be expanding in not just in geography, but in ideas.
Yes, and that's what this is about. It's expanding. The footprint is smaller, it's more walkable, but when you think about the idea and vision that Tanya and the team had and Robin and the team had for this, it's about expanding what Artscape is about, the different types of art, right? Because as you said earlier, culinary art is art, right? Music is obviously art, film is art, and clearly with the art that's being sold, and we want people to come, listen, don't just come and enjoy the music. We want you to buy food, right? We want you to listen to the music, but we also want you to support these artists, because that's what Artscape is about.
I love that these veterans of Baltimore that have made it big are coming back. I think that is like a super cool
It is to have Derek Adams curating this, someone who is from the most important neighborhood in Baltimore Park Heights, like myself, to be curating this. And I like the art inside of that exhibit, inside the War Memorial, is tremendous. And I want everybody to take the opportunity to see it. It won't be that hot, but just get out of the sun for a minute and go in there and check it out and support it.
Lisa Robinson did a live shot yesterday. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah, the artwork. Thank you so much for coming in.
I'll see everybody this weekend at Artscape.
Okay, thank you. And you can head over to our website to see what's new this year, all there is to enjoy at Artscape, and how you can take part in the WBAL TV app.